Hello, World of Tank Blitzers. It's Littlefinger, and update 5.7 is out. And yeah, right now servers are down for the update, and wondering what video I should do next. Well, I've got a Death Star video for you, and primarily I'm just going to put that out there because this is one of those tanks that's getting nerfed the hardest in this update 5.7. I'm on blitzhanger.com right now, and they highlight these updates quite well. You can see here old and new parameters on these tanks, and just running through, looks like a lot of these early tier tanks are getting buffed up a little bit. M2 Light, the M3 Stuart, M5, the M7 is getting nerfed there. Damage per minute down to 571 from 735. Wow. M4 is getting taken down on well, let me switch over. So I'm assuming that's just for the 75mm gun M3 there, but not 100% sure. The E4 is getting changed from premium to collector. T26 getting buffed up. So yeah, looks like a lot of these tanks here are getting some changes. Obviously they made huge changes to tiers 1 through 4, with some changes to tier 5s in the big nerfing, and so I guess they're probably trying to correct that a little bit at this point. But as we scroll on through, you will see we get to the FE215B183. Not only is the dispersion going from 0.384 to 0.431, all of the terrain speeds have been nerfed as well. So unfortunately, I didn't have this tank too long. I didn't get to play too many games in it, but hopefully it's not going to impact it too much. So Anko, Kuro, Mori Mine going to collector tanks here. So quite a few changes. So anyway, let's jump into the game here. All right, guys, here we are on Falls Creek in the Death Star, and I gotta start by saying, I have not played this tank a lot. Recently got it not too long ago. Maybe played 20 battles, if that. I'm not even 100% positive, but certainly not enough to feel comfortable in it. The big thing is you want to maximize damage because you've got such a long reload here, nearly 20 seconds. The downside is you can only carry, I believe it's 16 shells, so you're very limited in the number of shells you can carry, and there's a huge difference in the pen and alpha numbers on these. If you look at the AP, which I've got loaded up here now, obviously it's got a pen to do the full damage, right? So your pen is 310 millimeters and your average damage is 930. And you can see here, I'm going to take a shot at the E100 and it's just going to bounce. So I could have switched over to the Hesh, but the pen on it is only 220. However, if it does pen, 1300 is your average damage. And that's why people call this the Death Star. One shot from that and you've pretty much lost over half your hit points and your game's pretty much ruined, right? Now HE on it only has 92 pen, but again alpha of 1300. So I've seen my guys push up. The mouse is on the bridge, and oh, there's a nice juicy target, 1300, and I can do that just with an HE shot. Now the Hesh is quite expensive, so you don't make money necessarily running this tank. Now I see this object coming around. My reload's almost finished. Now maybe I should have switched over to Hesh there and got 1300, and I would have finished him off. But that's one of those things where I'm just not comfortable enough to know that, hey, I'm only going to get splash damage. I'm not going to pen with Hesh. So I just went with AP, knowing that I would get that roll. And the teams are split, obviously, you can see. And coming up behind this E100, I'm going to put on Hesh. And look at that. That's a nice, juicy target. Oh, yeah. We're going to set him on fire. 1500 damage. And not to mention, you get lucky a little bit in this tank, too. Bouncing 640. Not that it's going to matter in this game. E100 is going to get taken out. We're going to reload. And oh, yeah. Another soft, juicy target. Almost 1,200 damage. So yeah, I mean, you gotta love doing 5,000 damage in 4 shots. I mean, what's not to love about that? But for those poor guys that didn't see me coming and took those big shots, you know, it's not so much fun. So I get why people hate this tank. And you can see that's only a level 2. I don't know what it takes to get an ace mastery in this tank. It's going to be a big score with a lot of kills, but it's just tough when you've got a 20-second reload and limited number of shells. So anyway, guys, hope you're up and playing now that 5.7 is update. Was really hoping that the Chinese TDs were going to be out, but it doesn't appear that they're on this update. So really just some balancing and some camos, like we really care about that, right? But anyway, guys, have fun out there. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, share this video if you liked it. Appreciate all the help you guys have given me, and onwards and upwards to 4 and then 5K subscribers. We're gonna do it, guys. All right, and remember, get educated, not fingered.